Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you coming in and checking this out. Today we're going to be looking at Poison's Every Rose Has Its Thorn solo. We're going to break it down. Gear wise, I'm using my 2021 Charvel SoCal in Snow White. Love this guitar. Plugged into my Line 6 Pod Go, which is then plugged into my PV 6505 Plus. So that's the tone we're working on. Now obviously all the sound you're going to hear is from this mic right here. I don't have the ability to record like straight into a computer, so bear with me. I know it's not going to be the greatest tone, but you should be able to hear everything. So we're going to go with that. And so basically let's get started here. This one's a pretty, I don't like to use the word easy one because it's, you know, what's easy for some might not be easy for others. But as far as complexity and time, it's a very short solo. It's basically using the E minor pentatonic scale, which I'll show you. So let's dive in. It's a good one to learn if you're just beginning. This is a good beginner solo to learn because it gets you used to moving up. Now remember, I am tuned down half a step here. So if you want to play along with the record, which I do quite often, you're going to have to tune your guitar down a half step, as you saw from the intro. And again, don't forget, if you want to slow this down, those three dots in the top right hand corner of your screen, click on that, you'll see speed, click on that, and you can slow it down to whatever speed is comfortable for you, and you can play along that way. So we're going to start out with this note here on the 5th fret of the B string. Now there's kind of two ways you can do it. I feel like on the record he kind of rakes into it like that, or you could just simply hit it and just do it. So you're hitting that 5th note, or the 5th fret on the B string, and you're doing kind of a slow bend up. It's not immediate. It's not like that. It's you hit it and then you slowly bend it up. And then when you do that, so after that, then you're going to slide. Just leave your finger on here and slide up to the 12th fret on the B string. So I would practice getting that down first. Now one thing I should mention is, in order to play this solo correctly, you really need some type of tremolo bar, whether it's a Floyd Rose like this one or a regular Fender style tremolo will be fine. You're not going backwards at all, so that'll be, either one will work. You can kind of do it with your finger, it's just not going to sound the same. So I would definitely use some sort of tremolo system, whether it's Floyd Rose or not. So anyway, so that's the first, we could call that the first section. Basically sliding up from the 5th fret all the way up to the 12th fret on the B string. Then after that, the way I do it, you're gonna switch. I switch to my index finger because you're going to be doing some hammer-ons on the same string. So you use your index finger on the 12th fret of the B string, and then you're going to be doing these little hammer-ons. Let me do that one more time, slowly. So far we have this. And now we're right into the E minor pentatonic here, so that looks like this. Starts on the 12th fret of the high E string if you're doing it that way. So that's pretty much where the rest of this solo is going to live. And then we're going to move it up to box 2, which is starting out on the 15th fret on the high E string. So those are the two shapes we'll be using here. So again, so far we have this. So then right after that, you're going to grab the 15th fret on the G string, bend it up, sorry about that. Let me start over. So we go like this. So basically what that is, let me just turn the volume up just a little. So after you do the hammer-ons, right after this last one, you immediately grab the 14th fret on the G string, bend it up, and then with your pinky, you put it on the 15th fret of the B string, and then right back to the 14th fret of the G, and then back to the 12th fret. So let me play that kind of slowly. One more time. So far we have this. Now, as far as the timing, I would listen to the record and just listen to the song, and you'll get the timing of the bends because they're very subtle. So after that, let me turn the volume up a little bit here. Then we go to the 15th fret of the B string, and we actually do like a pre-bend, right? But you don't hit it yet, and then you go, right? So that line looks like this, starting from the box 1 of the E. So a pre-bend, and then you release it down. Okay. So far, we have this. Play the whole thing straight through. I'll go slow. Now the next part is a little tricky as far as speed wise. So it goes like this. Basically what you're just kind of doing is kind of walking down the scale. So you're starting on the 13th fret of the B string, and you're plucking that note, and then you're pulling off. So right after you do that, then you're going to hammer on with your ring finger to the 14th fret of the G string. Then after that, so you're kind of going back one note every time. So it goes. So let me play that again. So once you do the pull off to the 14th fret of the G string, then you go back to the B string and you hit the 12th fret, right? So you go 12, 14, 12. 12 on the B, 14, 12 on the G. So altogether it's the best way to learn these solos is by sections. So get this part down, then this part, then here, and so on. So again, we're going. And then, again, walking down, you're going to do 14, 12 on the G string, but you're going to pluck 14 and pull off to 12. And then you're going to slide it down one fret to the 11th fret on the G string. So it goes like this. So altogether we have and then you're going to do kind of the same thing you did here. You're doing it just on the G string. Then you're going to go, oops, sorry. So you're going to go 12, pull off to 11 on the G string. And then you're going to slide the 12th, that note, up to the 14th fret, which is your E note. So that's why we're in the E minor pentatonic. So far we have this. One more time, slowly. Again, all E minor pentatonic. Now the next part is where you need the whammy bar for, because he basically kind of slides into it. He slides up to the 11th fret on the G string. So you're kind of sliding as you're pushing down. So what you're essentially doing here is sliding up on the G string. It doesn't really matter where. I mean, you could anywhere, but right there. Slide up to the 11th fret on the G string. And then you don't pluck the note, you let it ring. So you go down like that. And then you're going to do the same thing on the 12th fret, but again, you're not plucking, you only pluck once. So when you're on this 12th fret, it's still going to be ringing. So you push down and you slide back to the 9th fret. Like that. One more time. That's why you kind of need a whammy bar for this. Again, the Fender style will work. It's just doing it without the notes. I'm not going to cover that here, or doing it without the whammies tough. So that's how that section goes. Then after that, then we get into this again, E minor pentatonic. You're gonna jump up to the 15th fret of the B string, and you're gonna do this. So basically what that is, take the 15th fret and bend it up, and then with your pinky, grab the 15th fret of the high E string. So 3 times, and then on the last one you hold it. And then you go back to the same exact whammy thing. Same thing. So far on that section we have this. Now the last section is kind of the tricky one, because it requires a little bit of speed in order to play it correctly. But you're just moving up to box number 2, so right, we have box 1 here, starting at the 12th fret. All you're going to do, the only strings you need for this last little run here, this lick, are the B and the high E string, because that's all he's using. So it starts on the 15th fret of the E string, high E, and the B string. So it goes like this. I'll just play it slow. So basically what you're doing here, you're starting on the high E, the 15th fret. You start on the 15th fret of the high E, you pluck it, then you go to the 17th fret of the high E and do a pull off. Then you go up to the 17th fret of the B and do the same thing. So you're not plucking the second time. So it's like, let me just do it really slow here so you can see. Right? So you pull off on the high E. Sorry, it's hard to do this slow sometimes, because my fingers are used to doing it a different way. So you go, so kind of like this little bluesy thing. So you could do that. Now you don't strike the B note again. You're going to strike the high E. So when you do that, that's when you jump up to the 19th fret. I'm just going to do it super slow. So that's how that goes. So again, starting at the 15th fret of the high E, I just bar it. It's easier if you bar these two strings right here, the E and the B, because you're going to be doing like some hammer-ons. Right? So that's the pattern. Now on the very last one, he pauses. He doesn't go. He actually pauses that last one. He goes. That's how it sounds on the record. So we'll do a slow playthrough of the whole thing. And that's it. So I hope you guys learned something. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Again, remember, if you're trying to play with the record, now something that I do that helps, I have a little device over here where my phone hooks up to it, Bluetooth, and I can play music through it and on my headphones. So I will play along with it and hear if I'm out of tune, if I'm missing any notes. Really helps. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Let me know. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.